Human collects units, so human collects transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt. There are responsive comments. Excuse me. I mean against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead and click off the video and go watch something else. Do not say that lie and say this hate speech on my videos, because there is no hate speech on my videos. Speech you hate, that's their story. Let's continue on. People getting these wrong. These conversations and me trying to me out with Bo versus the base of biology, and then getting ticked off about that. So my cat here, she's hanging out until she doesn't want to hang out with anymore, and then she'll go off and do whatever else she wants to do. Yeah, she'll patrol the house, and that'll be all good. Yeah. Let's see. First, Nazi Fork fan art, of course. Let's see. Like it, I'll show you. Tablet. We have a gadget from Rescue Rangers. My first ever crushes. My goodness. So many pictures of that girl. All kinds of crazy stuff. With both boys and girls. And by herself. And I'm like, some of that stuff, of course, I'm like, yay. So I'm not. Yay. Wow. You've got your abs in this one. Crazy, crazy abs. My goodness. With Fat Cat, yeah, that's not gonna work. She's way too small. My goodness. What's into some crazy stuff for me with the gadget. That dude is way too big for her. The other dude is way too big. Someone actually has her wanting and complaining about no one doing anything with her. Yeah, no, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, as epic as all get out. Yeah. So many wonderful pictures of that girl. That cute cartoon mouse girl. All grown up. Yeah, some people are very angry about that because she's hot as heck and getting male attention. It's very sad to see. Let's continue on here with our hate mail here. What are we talking about? Okay, get that out of here. Give me this. Happy Day Trans Day Visibility comments, I believe it is. Girl says, people transition for themselves, not other people, and ignore the fact that we are doing everything we can to disguise ourselves so that we can look like we want other people to look like we want other people to think we are, to look the way we want other people to think we look, to look the way that we want. What's the word? To look the way that we want other people to perceive us. We're presenting as an opposite sex. Presenting means that you're someone you're presenting to, and it is usually other people. So no, this is a lie. Real transition for themselves. Well, to feel better, but in a way of trying to get people to see them as what they want to be seen as, and hopefully get better treatment. The problem with that is that's not how things work in life. In real life, people will treat you bad, no matter how you look, because that's just how things go. You gotta learn to live with it. You gotta learn to live with hurt feelings. You gotta learn to live with that stuff because it's important. Because that's just how it is in life. And they're very angry about that. That's how it goes. There's something about yourself that you hated and made you uncomfortable and distressed in your day-to-day life. Wouldn't you want to fix it? These things save lives through lies. People end it all over this stuff because lies they were told. People like you who make their lives harder to devote their time to hating on them only make it worse through truth. Through lies. Through truth and lies. I think you saying stop lying about your sex, and stop doing that stuff, learn to live with what you have, is not good advice because that means that it's painful. That means that people are going to hate on me. So that must not be the right advice. That must not be truth. Truth isn't truth something that's pleasant, and you can make whatever you want pleasant and easy to deal with. No, it's not. And I say, actually, we save lives. Christians, we save lives. The transgender way of life always leads to death because it's about trying to fix an internal problem for a person's thought process with an external solution. Lying about your vital sex, trying to trick people into treating you like you want them to. If an all aspect of your body causes you stress, then you must learn to change the way you think of it so it doesn't anymore. And with God's help, it is possible. You made your body that way after all. Continue on with our hate mail comments. Yeah, it was really sad to see, after Charlie Kirk's assassination, some losers are like, who's next? Who's next? Who else can we murder? I'm like, yeah. Murder. I'm like, this is not a good attitude, friend. This is not a good way to deal with that. There was a song called Murder Is Not the Answer. I'm going to put it on YouTube a little while ago because it's a hilarious song because it's showing off how the police will find you. and it won't go well for you. So yeah, better not do that. That's actually how that works. So yeah, don't do that. Stick with good stuff instead. Learn to live with the feeling. Live with that stuff because it's important. Let's see here. And someone says, is your life really that empty? If you want a better world, show love, understanding, and compassion. Be kind through lies. Sometimes Christians aren't called to be doormats. We are called to tell the truth, even if it's hard to hear. Hate mail live comments. Oh yeah, basically that became the show. Went from showing off the comments, which my brother said could get me in trouble because someone could say, yeah, look, see, he's harassing me somehow. When I was saying I want to end it all, he said, no, don't. You know, he's harassing me. And I'm like, some people would believe that bull. So they dang, you triggered the whole comment section on my thread. Wall, said someone else. And I said, yep, the truth can take people off. Continue on here. Hiding art is stupid. Part one. Sorry, you're gonna be able to use content because here's the issue with me. Someone made a picture, drew a picture of a fan created Psychonauts character, right? And it's obviously a female character, but she's wearing like more like kind of gender neutral clothing, like overalls and whatnot. And I was saying, wow, that character, he or she must be amazing. It looks like they're in another plane of existence the whole time, they're all zonked out. And it's like, they do have that. I noticed something was up and the person said, they do have very powerful abilities. They don't really know how to use them yet, I was like, well, they use they, them pronouns. Well, he or she figures it out. Like, well, they use they, them pronouns. And I'm like, yeah, I don't believe in that stuff. And they said, well, please educate yourself on gender expression, gender, they say intersex stuff and expression, stuff like that. And then next thing you know, they block, they think I can't say anything, and which is a wuss maneuver as well, but not as bad as hiding the art post, okay? Because art is expression, okay? So yeah, you put out so expression, someone will say, I don't like this. It's going to happen. To wuss out and say, oh shoot, someone say they don't like it, hide it from them. It's so very sad. I don't like seeing that. Writing art is stupid. They continue on. There's all the Kofu Man things. Also, your human Amy. Yeah, she looks really good, cute. Kind of like that country girl from cowboy girl from Digimon. Yeah, that's very nice. You win Wubsy and Widget. Oh boy. Okay, they're anime style, I guess. So that's kind of cute. You win Chowder and Vanini. Oh, anime style is them too. Very cute, very nice. Very different sketch. Nice line art there. There you go. I am sick and tired of being the fat girl. Hero comments part 1. Maybe the fat girl, hero comments part 1. And I say, you're not weird. They are. It was a story booth story. I like my story booth stuff. The story booth story where a girl who is more chubby, stocky build was very not happy about how basically everyone's making fun of her because she is, definitely a different build than some of the others are. And she's more tank build. They're more agile build. They're taller and skinnier than she is. They don't understand that that's a type of person. So she's all angry about that. And dealing with dieting and exercise, look at that stuff like that. It's not fun. So I'm telling him about that stuff. I'm telling her what's going on here. They have influencer marketing. They think that people all look the same, but they don't. First, accept that you are different, and that some people always say so. Read more. Dang it. I did get 185 likes for that, though. That's nice. Someone says, you guys, actually, this limit, as I said, beauty has no size limit. And so actually, this limit is reached when the person can't effing run because they're fat. It's holding them back. You're right. She should exercise more, but looking like an effing beluga whale is not beautiful to me, says the person. Very great words, very motivating. Thank you, says someone. I liked it. Does beauty matter? Someone else. Yeah, so I got excited for all the exclamation points. Man, maybe her genes, says someone else. So here it goes. Yeah, I really don't like fat people. I mean, if you have a different body weight because of something you're born with, which I don't know if that can be. You can be born fat, but still you can. That's just how it goes. People are born different shapes and sizes. You have your high DPS, your all-rounder, and your tank builds. That's how it goes. I'm fine with it, but if you are overweight because you eat a lot and that's your fault and not having a healthy diet, it can be, yes. There's other stuff going on too. Doesn't mean people should pick on you, but no one should feel butthurt over them eating McDonald's every day. Pick. Let's continue on here. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube and DVR.